So, in my math class last semester, as well as my math class this semester, we have spent a fair amount of time on reasoning and logic. I don't know if you're familiar with this whole mathematics approach to logic thing, but it looks something like this. You use a letter P or Q to represent a logical statement. This statement has to have a definitive truth value, meaning it has to be either true or false. It can't somehow be both, neither, or sometimes be true and sometimes be false. Then you can use negations and connectives to analyze related truth values, and that's done by making a truth table. One of these connectives is a conditional statement or an if-then statement. A conditional statement has a converse, an inverse, and a contrapositive. The converse is when you switch the two terms. The inverse is when you negate both terms. And the contrapositive is when you do both. A truth table shows that all statements have the same truth value as their contrapositive, but not the same truth value as the inverse and the converse. That means that even when a statement is true, if you flip the terms, then that statement might not be true. Continuing on, logical arguments use conditional statements to prove something. There are three main ways to form a logical argument. Modus ponens, or the law of detachment, is when you have an if-then statement, then you state that the if is true for something, therefore the then must be true for that same thing as well. Modus tollens is similar in that you have an if-then statement, but then you state that the then is not true, so that means that the if cannot be true either. And then syllogism, or the chain rule, is when you have a series of if-then statements, and the then in one statement is the same as the if in the next. So then you can conclude that the if in the very first statement leads to the then in the very last statement. Now, a valid argument has to follow one of these forms. So if you end up mixing the statements up with their inverse or converse, then you're actually making an invalid argument. Anyway, why I wanted to talk to you about this is because of advertising. Often advertisements make or point to an invalid argument and we don't even notice it. For example, the statement, if you drink Coca-Cola, then you will be happy, sometimes turns into, if you don't drink Coca-Cola, then you will not be happy. Or sometimes the statement, if you eat more chicken, then you will save the cows, turns into, if you want to save the cows, then you will eat more chicken. Look out for more ways that advertisements blur the lines between the statement and the converse or inverse, because it actually gets kind of entertaining. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more nerdy educational videos, then subscribe to my channel and there will be more coming. Thanks! Bye!